Yeah, I know you famous. Yeah, that's what up. Keep doing your thing, yeah. New York.
Take care. I don't want you to think I'm being insensitive by filming this. I have her permission, but it's 7 a.m. and Candace and I are on our way to the hospital because Candace is, just look.
Oh, careful.
It hurts down there? She hurt her finger 2 days ago, but the finger just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So we called her dad, who's a doctor, and he said I have to go to the hospital so they can cut it open. Remember when I was in the hospital and you took care of me?
Yeah.
You were so good. Are you nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? It's nice that you're not crying.
I know. It's so nice not to cry.
It's so nice for everybody.
Itchy.
Do you feel okay right this second?
Mm-hmm. I can finally relax.
Are you excited about spending the night in the hospital? Well, that's horrible.
Like watch TV.
We're still in the emergency room. It's freezing in here, so they gave us blankets. We have now been here for 4 hours. Candace brought snacks.
It's good. Oh, really sweet.
We've been here for 6 hours now. They moved us out of our room. She's asleep, otherwise I wouldn't be complaining because I don't want her to feel bad.
Is he doing it yet?
He's not even in the room, honey. Don't move your hand.
Exactly the same.
Oh god.
That's just my finger.
Okay, I know, oh god. Was he in my bone?
He was being so careful and so gentle. That's it, our hospital adventure is over. It's 2:45, so that was a 7.5 hour adventure. How's your thumb?
Severe pain.
Man, oh man, was that a stressful morning. You know, when it's situations like that, when somebody needs you, #1 priority. She would have done it for me, so no complaints, that's life. You guys are always so nice. Thank you. See, when I broke my leg and it was being rebuilt out of metal, I was in the hospital for like, I don't know, what had to have been 8 days maybe? Throughout that entire time, day and night, Candace was there. And we were broken up at the time. I called her from the hospital, she was like, I'll come right there. And she was there, she like stuck by me day in and day out. And when she would leave to like go home and take a nap or go to work for a minute, I would like call her in a total state of panic and be like, I mean, there were a couple times when I called her crying. Literally like crying like a baby, like, get back here. And she would come back to the hospital. I was at a place called St. Vincent's, which they shut down. Like after I was there, they shut it down. And on top of that, I was sharing a hospital room with a guy who tried to commit suicide, literally tried to kill himself, was handcuffed to the bed like this. He had tried to kill himself by jumping off a building. So he had both of his legs broken, he had his arms broken, and he's sitting there in the bed next to me just screaming his head off. And this was my bunkmate. So there were like police officers in there. It was horrible. And when they finally let me go, it was Candace that like came and got me, drove me to my house in Connecticut, and then looked after me there for weeks until I was like able to move again in a wheelchair. Thanks for the stuff, GoPro. I was running low on GoPro supplies. Let's talk about drones for a second. I haven't entirely figured out drones yet. I love aerial cinematography, and they're really super fun to fly. Sometimes when I use them in my videos, it feels really good, organic, natural. And other times it just sort of feels like gratuitous, beautiful cinematography. And the truth is, figuring these things out, I think it's just gonna take time. They do present amazing opportunities to diversify the kind of imagery, give amazing context to a scene, but these things are just so damn fun to fly, you end up shooting all this footage and then you feel like you have to use it, and then they can get boring fast. I'm working on it. I'm updating the firmware in this thing so I can actually fly it. You know, one thing I did want to bring up is people love giving me a hard time for how I treat my equipment, namely my drone, hence having crashed 6 drones and having to buy a 7th today. There was a time in my life when I was a struggling, dirt poor filmmaker, and when that was the case, I had one camera and I kept it in this enormous padded case on my back all the time. And because it was in a case on my back, it meant I missed a lot of stuff. The minute I treat them as something precious, I'm afraid to use them. I'm afraid to like strap it to my backpack and just grab and go. That's when I stop being able the most effective way possible. I feel like I'm trying to do something with these things and sometimes I just f up and break them. I do love drones though. Until you've flown one, there's no way to really understand just how fun they are. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm alright. Plus, there really isn't a better way to end an episode than with the drone flying off into the sunset. Also, just wanted to mention Boosted 2 and Boosted 4 are back in San Francisco. They're fixed. All 4 boards right where they belong.